All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break from working on the sleds here to try out a new product that we were sent out from Creality. It's the Falcon A1 Pro. Now this thing here, it's a laser engraver, kind of out of this guy's realm, but right up your alley. The high-tech redneck, he actually sent me the email from Creality. He's like, hey, you should check this out. They want to send you something. You should say yes. So I was like, okay, I got no idea what it is. Looks like a toaster oven to me, but you kind of probably could engrave some toast with it though, couldn't you?
You probably could, yeah.
So
maybe that's one of the steps.
Right? We got some ideas of different things we want to try and engrave with this, but you know, this is something totally new to me. So JP, I say I took it out of the box, but I haven't even pulled the film off of it yet. So Christmas is over, rip it off, man. Like this thing, it's a quality looking unit.
This is how it came shipped, right? Out of the box?
Yep.
Right? So we got the user manual here. And then we got probably the display unit. That goes off on the side.
Yeah, it's got a little touch screen you put on there.
Yeah, the nice thing about the A1 Pro versus some of the earlier model engravers is this one's actually designed to use straight directly from your phone. So those of you that may not be so computer savvy, but
like this guy.
Yeah, it might be a lot easier to use this thing than regular computer. But.
Yeah, because I do own a laptop, but I very rarely ever turn it on. I gotta get you a little bit more used to it for tuning your mama with the fuel tech there, but not really my gig. So I'm kind of interested to see how this works and what we can do with it, because the whole idea, one of the cool things is we want to try and make some engraved plates. I'd like to make a real final edition plate for your mama, because everybody knows 2025 was last year for Yamaha snowmobiles, but that one there, I put her together. That's the custom 700 SRX two-stroke triple. That's the real final edition. So I would like to see if we can make our own final edition plaque for it. So we'll see.
I think they even sent you the grid plate for this, which is much like anybody that's used to like a plasma cutter or whatever, the table on a plasma cutter.
Yeah.
You got the grid plate for doing metals and stuff like that. So there's, you know, any dross as the laser's actually cutting through, or whether it's cutting through, you know, balsa, or whether it's cutting through a little bit of aluminum, thin aluminum.
Well, because this thing, not necessarily just an engraver, it will actually cut material too.
It will, but I mean, you're also pushing things right to the limit. So I think this comes with, I think, a 20-watt blue laser, and so
is this like Austin Powers? Like, do we got the sharks with freaking laser beams? Like, is that what this is? Will it cut stuff?
It will cut stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be like Doug Marcaida. It will cut. We got all kinds of different samples to test out on, so like different materials. There's balsa wood. I don't think they gave me any metal. It's all fabrics and stuff like that. So we could try, obviously, you know, we're gunts to see if we can load up our logo and start etching our logo into stuff. But then, you know, we want to sit there, you know, some of our funny sayings maybe into some certain things. But under the Christmas tree here, aside from chocolates, this is the metal honeycomb panel. So we'll unbox this one too. What do we got here? Oh, a big old piece of balsa wood.
Yeah, big old piece of balsa wood, and then probably a grid pattern, because the one thing that does come in the Creality A1 Pro, it has a camera on top.
Oh, yeah.
So which is really super useful. So when you close the lid, camera looks down on the work plate, so you can sit there, line things up. So let's say, for example, you know, we're gonna try and burn the final edition logo into this piece of anodized blue aluminum later, right?
Yeah.
So when we sit there and throw that down, we can actually line up the artwork that we're trying to put onto this plate with where we put this plate on.
Just to center it up and make sure everything's good to go.
Yeah, center it up, and then also for doing auto-focusing and stuff like that.
I guess they give you a little gauge you put in there. You gotta be able to focus the laser a certain height away from your material.
Yeah, absolutely. The key for laser engraving or laser cutting is obviously sort of like think about where the focal length of the laser is and everything like that. That's how you get all your power, or all the right power in the right spot, much like getting the right power to the ground.
It's not that strong of a laser. It's like we can't aim this at the moon and engrave the rover up there. we can only the distance like this, you know?
Yeah.
You can remove the bottom out of this thing, and you can get little stands to raise it up off the ground. So if you got something that doesn't really fit in there, you want to engrave something a little bit taller, then you can just literally raise the machine up, take the bottom out of it, and then focus your laser to your material and engrave that. Because down the road, I want to find a set of pistons and put them in a motor with the RNDH, the real go power on those pistons.
Yeah, and also the whole laser head's removable, right? So this is the 20 watt, I believe, blue laser head. There is a 2 watt, I believe it's an infrared laser head. And the whole point of having different lasers is for different materials. You know, metals are probably more conducive to the infrared laser head.
So we got like the general purpose laser on here.
Yeah, this one's probably really good for doing like a lot of marking and cutting through like balsa wood and lamecoid, plastic, stuff like that.
Oh, look at this. You even get some fancy keys for it.
So why don't we grab some power and power this up and get everything buttoned up, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Take it, and it is just 110, just plug it in the regular outlet, right?
Yeah, absolutely, right? And then depending on where you have it, there are fumes that get generated off of this. So depending on what you're cutting, you are generating some fumes. So there's a air scrubber that you can get with this. I think that's what this is for. This is probably some ducting that connect to the air scrubber. Being in here in the shop, there's probably, and Darren's here a lot, so there's probably a lot of fumes being generated.
We've inhaled quite the amount of fumes in here over the past, so I think we'll be all right. So just trying to get this all set up. We got the air pump here. It's got the jiggly cushion mounts, kind of cool. So we got the air hose going into here. Both things are plugged in. We've got the key. Lock and lock, unlock, nice one.
The first thing I did was we wanted to sit there and make a Redneck Dirty Hand version of this, right?
The final edition badge, yes sir.
So I asked ChatGPT to sit there and modify it, so we got this.
RNDH, yeah.
But then you wanted the year to go 2026, so we modified it. So it's 1 of 1, 68 to 26, RNDH edition, Yamaha.
Nice one.
So I used that, then I downloaded the Creality Falcon design suite.
Yeah.
And downloaded that on my computer, imported the image and created a file for it. And then also if you create a cloud account, then you can download it onto your phone. And so I have it onto my phone right here. So this is what it looks like, Falcon design right down in here. Log in, and then you can see that there's the two that I created, so I can just hit that. And it wants to connect, so we need to power this up and connect it to the phone.
All right, well, pitter patter, let's get at it, power up. Now, what's the lock thing, the key do? Is that just
lasers? That's probably for laser safety. Haven't read the manual, so I don't know what. But I would, dollars to donuts. The reason why this glass is probably the orange that it is this is all trying to keep your eyes safe from the lasers bouncing around inside. It's filtering out the laser wavelengths from hitting your eyes and preventing them from leaving the box.
Oh, I see, and it does have a door like a little oven. And obviously they put that handle on after they put the... Nice one.
Yeah.
And you got an emergency stop button on there to shut her down in case, you know, AI takes it over and the lasers try to kill us.
Absolutely.
I didn't expect that it would have an actual touch screen on the unit itself.
So Creality is huge in the maker market. They started with 3D printers, right? I have a Creality Ender S1 Pro at home.
Okay.
That's my 3D printer that you've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it has a touch screen and whatnot, but it's not as high res and all that kind of fun stuff. So there we go, we're powered up.
This is freaking fancy.
Looks pretty slick, eh?
It does. This is definitely new to me.
Well, here we go. It's walking us through a startup. So yeah, we want it in English, not in Mandarin.
Yes.
Wi-Fi. So here we go. Let's see if it'll connect to the Wi-Fi. So you want shop?
Yep.
And then we'll probably blur this out.
We'll just go over here. Y'all don't need to know my Wi-Fi password, eh? Technology these days, like, it's come a long way. You know, when I was a kid, I did have like a little, we had the wood burning kits and then the little handheld engraver things, you know, so to up the ante and have like freaking laser beams now, crazy. But I mean, yeah, times change. I need to wear these freaking things to even just read.
Oh, it wants to do an update because it can't ship that as version 1.0. Now it wants to go to 1.3. Let it do the upgrade.
Oh, now we gotta wait for it to download this. So that's probably Probably telling us to have a beer. I mean, Mercedes and some BMWs and all that, if you've been driving for a while, a light actually pops up and says, hey, take a break, have a coffee, you know? So I was like, they're like, hey, take a break, have a beer. Oh yeah, you can see the laser pointing down from the center of the camera. We're not gonna cut a hole in the table, are we?
No.
Wouldn't that be something like, oh yeah, just working on stuff and then the thing falls right through the freaking table?
Oh, that would be funny, but you need a much bigger machine to do that.
Oh, okay. It does say you gotta unscrew the handle to take the plastic off.
See? It does help read. It does help read in the manual.
Nobody reads the instructions. But if you do, this is my kind of instruction book because it's all pictures.
Yeah.
So we've got the piece of balsa wood in there, hit the autofocus, and that thing is gone right to the center.
And then let's start processing and see what happens.
Well, here we go.
Oh.
Well, would you look at that? This is freaking cool.
Actually engraving something, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah. You can smell a bit of the burnt wood there.
Yeah.
You can definitely make it out now. Yeah. So it's just burning the wood a little bit. So I wonder, let's try engraving something else. There's the high-tech redneck doing some stuff. I'm gonna throw one of these things in there and see what it does. No idea what kind of material this is, but hey, let's just throw it in there.
What is that? That's like felt or something?
I'm about to see if I'm gonna set this thing on fire. Okay, start processing.
Yep.
Oh, that is burning. Look at it.
I think it burnt right through it.
I think it probably is, isn't it? Are we cutting through the table?
No.
Completed. Okay.
Wait.
Oh yeah, that cut it right out. Right there, that's a nice one. So obviously the laser is too strong for that. That did not engrave, that cut it right out. You got it figured out and working?
Yeah, I do. Put the good stuff in.
That's pretty freaking cool, eh?
I think that's pretty slick.
Nice one. Well, I gotta say a huge shout out to Creality for sending us this Falcon A1 Pro, because that thing right there, that is sweet. Look at that. We got an actual final edition badge for your mama.
Yeah.
We did it ourselves in-house.
Yeah, and what, total time from out of the box to doing that was like, what, maybe an hour?
Yeah. Just
Right.
trying to get used to figure out how to run the software and stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I've never used the software before. This is my first time using the software, but much like whether it's a 3D printer or other, like, you know, plasma cutters and any sort of like 2D engraving type software was pretty easy to use and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, it was pretty good.
So now you got to come up with files because we need a Yo Mama badge, we need the shocker badge, and we got to figure out how to get our logo on here too.
Yep. Yeah, that's
And keychains. Supervisor says keychains too. All right, well that right there, that was definitely a nice one.